Just wanted to have a quick chat today about metabolic health. And as you can see, I'm sitting in the sun after knowing for years actually just how important the sun is, and then learning a lot about how how much of a hormone modulator the sun is. You know, having the right climate and environment to really support your body, especially when you've had endocrine disruption and hormone disruption for so many years through toxins in food and in our environment, right? So that's a real eye-opener. But I think I mainly just wanted to shout out to the people across a lot of platforms now that are talking about their experience in healthcare. You know, as a patient, when they go into a doctor's office and they say, hey, look, you know, I've got these problems that seem to be getting bigger, problems with sleep, you know, problems whenever I eat, extreme tiredness, and it seems to be getting worse, like progressively worse. You know, what's going on? What do I do about it? And I'm sure my story is very similar to many others watching this, where you'll go and see a doctor 10-15 times, you know, ask the same questions over the course of a few years, and all you'll get is painkillers and occasionally antibiotics if they think, you know, there's an infection wherever it is in the body, right? And even antibiotics are becoming less viable now, you know, because of resistance. So then it's like, okay, well, what else do I do? And it's like the shoulder shrugging starts to happen, right? It's like your bloods look fine, you're maybe, you know, you're slightly elevated with your blood sugar, but nothing that bad. You know, triglycerides are a little bit high, but not that bad. So there isn't really anything else we've got to say. You know, we can't find anything else in blood tests that's indicating a big problem. And it's like, well, hold on a minute, I feel like shit, you know, and this isn't getting any better, it's getting progressively worse. So what do I do? Don't know. Can't really help you any further. That's most doctors, right? So once you're in that space, you know, you start looking into things more deeply, and you learn about metabolic health and metabolic disease and inflammation and mitochondrial damage, and you start putting all the pieces together. But you have to do it, right? They're not doing it for you. Virtually anyone in the healthcare setting in that industry is doing it. A few, but not many. And it, you know, I think that's one of the toughest journeys I think any of us goes through. Yes, there are tougher ones, but you know, to put so much time and energy and sometimes money into that, and to realise you're not getting anywhere, and you've got to take it into your own hands. Now, I'm not just here to moan. You know, obviously we need solutions, and it is really lovely, you know, and brilliant to see people on various platforms talking about metabolic health and metabolic dysregulation, metabolic syndrome, and everything else that goes along with it. You know, it's like the foundation for virtually all disease, and it stems from our lifestyle, the food we eat, and our environments, right? So once you've got there, I think you know, you can really start to turn a corner, and you can start to find solutions. But you know, that's on an individual level, and what we need is more on a, you know, community level, and a, you know, a grassroots kind of group level, where we can start making a difference, I think. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. Just a shout out to everybody out there that's on this journey. I think it's brilliant. You know, the amount of awakening that's happening, and the amount of self-work and effort that's going into understanding this. More chats to come on this one, but yeah, just wanted to give a shout out today, because you know, there is definitely a really big movement underway, and you know, it's encouraging. Okay, that's it.